What I would ask you to focus on in the next hour, hour and a half, whatever James ends up allowing us, is to focus on what's different among the candidates up here. And we've already heard a couple say they're mad as heck and they're not going to take it anymore. And I applaud that, and I love the fire in the belly. But they've been mostly on the sidelines. And one of the things about myself is I haven't been on the sidelines. I've been in the battle at local and state levels, not so much in DC yet. That's my next step. But I've been in the battle for the better part of about 30 or 40 years now. The first time I helped run an election was literally when Ronald Reagan was elected president in 1980. So what's different? The experience counts. The experience matters. I know what it takes to get things done. I'm not part of the establishment. I've been a thorn in the side of the establishment for those 20, 30, 40 years, and most of the time I've won the battle against those establishment folks that kind of wanted to water down everything.
I've been dying to get to this question right here. Y'all go ahead and get a fresh sheet of paper. Get this one ready. Who on this stage is your greatest competition? That means name names. I want you to say a quick thing about why you think somebody is your greatest competition. And I'm going to pass this mic down. We're just going to hand it down. We'll start with Brett. And I'd like you to say, why is Mark Ramsey your greatest competition?
Well, Mark's very knowledgeable. He's been in this for a while, and he's done a lot. Just like we said earlier about, or what he talked about earlier about being involved, and you have to respect that. He's been involved for a long time, and there is an experience factor to that. There's no doubt.
Richard, who's your greatest competition on this stage, and why?
I think we all have a pretty legit shot. I mean, we're all up here on the stage. Everybody's getting to hear us. But from what I see myself, Mr. Ramsey over here, he has a pretty big following, and everybody seems to like him. I actually agree with a lot of his policies, and it would be a lot easier, you know, if he was, you know, had a little bit left wing where you can, you know, have a little bit more security in your decision, but yeah, that's where I'm at.
David, who's yours?
Mark Ramsey. I'm basically just the younger version of Mark Ramsey.
And red hair.
Yeah, yeah. You can have Mark for longer. Vote for Hogan.
Mark, who's your greatest competition on this stage, and why?
Well, I took issue with a question. First of all, I say, and this is all written down, he isn't on this stage, but we've got an empty chair over there for Washington Wesley. That's clearly the biggest competition in this race. There's some people that have talked about one or the other of us as maybe being better, appealing to one or more demographic. That is absolute, utter nonsense in this particular district. Whoever wins the primary wins the election in the fall.